So if you have watched this channel in the past, then you already know I'm a big fan of Sofi stock and also Sofi as a company. I do not just make videos, but actually spend lots of time in reading about the companies that I invest in and try and understand every part of the business. Doesn't matter if it's a Tesla stock, Google, Amazon, a firm, doesn't matter what stock is it, doesn't matter how old the company is, there is always a lot more you can learn. So when Sofi warrant redemption news came out, that was a perfect opportunity for me to make a play that I was waiting to make for a very long time. 3 to 4% drop is not a big thing at all, but that also showed me that investors are holding and we have created a new support. So friends, congratulations, as this is really a great news for us investors. But again, hold on, we have created a temporary support until we are through with the catalyst. And that is why I love Sofi more now, because they really made a smart move by redeeming these warrants now as compared to after the catalyst. So now when I saw this amazing move by our retailers community of holding the stock and creating a new support, I played another option play which I was waiting patiently. So let me share what I played on Friday along with all my options holding for Sofi and also what I plan on doing with them in the next few months. So I bought few calls on Friday for January 2023 $30 strike price. Now I saw a bunch of strike prices and the Delta Thera was perfect for this strike price for that date. Here is the order I placed. I placed an order for 100 calls for January 2023 for strike price of $30. And you can see that the order got executed in many different legs. So this is all one order that I placed, but then they started executing because the price that I put was around 450 and 460. And then they start executing order at different levels and different price point right here, as you can see, 450, 460, 459, whatever they could fill, they filled the order for 100 calls. So next, I would like to share all the options I currently holds in my account and also how I plan to play them in the next few months. So right here is the chart of all the options. Actually, this is the chart for everything that I hold for Sofi in my account. So this is top. I'm going to actually just cross it out. This is, I have 16,000 shares, but we are not discussing that. So let's take this out of the way here. We are only talking about right here, these options play that I have. So as you can see, I have 10 April 2022 17.5 strike price call, and I bought them at about $2.96, and right now they are at $7.15, or about 141% increase that I've had in these calls. This is what I bought yesterday or Friday, so I'm not going to discuss those for now. This is the $100 or 100 puts that I have for December 2023 for 15 strike price. I sold these because this is, see that minus, that means I sold these calls or puts. So I sold these puts for $6.65. Right now, if I were to buy them back, I have to pay $3.50. So I'm gaining about 47% on this position. I'm going to continue to leave it open. This is my long position. That means I'm not going to close it because I got almost $66,000 for it. And I'm going to let it expire by December of 2023 because stock is not going to be $15 by December of 2023. So next, I played another trade, which I have, of course, shared with all of you guys here, that I basically sold 50 puts for January 2024. And at the same time, I bought 50 calls for the strike price of $30 for January 2024. And as you can see over here, that I basically bought these calls for $5. Right now they are at $6.57, and I'm making about 30% on these. And these puts right here that you see, $25 put, I'm only making about $6.32% on these. So these are the open positions that I had from before. Right here, I already had it before. This one is what I opened last or Friday when the warrant news came out. I wanted to open this for a very long time, but I was waiting for that down day or some kind of a negative news so I can open this. And this, I basically paid $4.60 or $46,000 for these calls. And right now it's $4.70. So about 10 cents increase when I'm recording this video. So I'm gaining about 2.11% on this position. So as you can see, combined, and I'm going to actually erase this right here so you all can see. So combined, I am making, or I have invested about $350,000 right here, or a little bit more because this, when I calculated it, of course, the market was closed and now market is open. So this is much higher now. So I have invested about $350,000 in options only. I'm not counting the 16,000 shares that I own because I'm not planning to trade them anytime soon. So this is only the option. So in options, I have about $350,000 that I invested. Now, Sofi has been a great stock and has performed really well in the past few months. As you can see, this is my year-to-date gain on Sofi. I have gained about $174,000 right here in Sofi stock this year. And I bought this stock, I think late July or early August. I don't remember the exact date, I have to check, but I think that's the time when I bought this stock, started to buy this stock. Of course, I didn't buy it all in one day. I bought it over a month and a half. And this does not, of course, include my most recent buy I made for 100 calls. So this is going to get really interesting in the next few weeks. Now let me walk you through on how I plan to exit the positions I have open. And this is what I plan on doing with my options. So let's take a look at the chart again. So this is the chart right here, because we know after any of these catalysts, the stock is going to fly the next day. And of course, there will be some profit taking that might happen, but in the short term, we know that the stock is going to fly. So this is what I plan on doing, and I'm going to actually mark it here. I'm not touching any of my shares. I'm going to leave them as is. I'm not touching them at all. But what I'm doing is I'm actually getting out of these calls. I'm going to sell these calls and get out of it and make as much as I can. I don't care. There are only 10 calls, so I really don't care, but I don't want to risk it, because after that, if we have a market sell-off or something, they will lose the value really quickly. And that's why I want to get out and make as much as I can over here. Then these over here, I'm going to actually get out of 50 calls. I'm going to keep 50 in my portfolio, but I'm going to sell 50 and I'm going to make whatever I can make in that next run up. Then for these puts, I'm going to continue holding them. I'm not going to sell these puts, or I'm not going to buy these back, and I'm going to continue holding them because I sold them. These 50 puts, I'm going to get out right here. As soon as stock runs up, as much as money I can make, I'm going to get out of these puts. I'm going to buy them back and close this position. These 50 right here, January 2024, these calls that you see right here, $30 call, I'm actually going to sell 25 of these and hold half my positions. So I'm going to be holding right here. I'm going to mark it here. So I'll be holding about 50 of these calls in my portfolio, and I'll be holding about 25 of these calls in my portfolio. As you can see, this is January 2024 and this is January 2023. Now, of course, why am I doing this? Why am I getting out when we know that the stock is going to be $50, $60 in the future? Because I feel I'm going to have a better chance with other strike prices in the future to make same or even more money in these calls or in these puts. I always do that and it works for me. I like to keep moving my money into different trades and different stocks. And that's why I'm planning to basically get out of this, or half of this and half of these that I just opened on Friday. So again, Sofi stock has been an amazing stock for us investors at so many different levels. We have seen the company come out with some creative products and also amazing marketing campaign. So I expect this stock to continue to perform well, and I'm optimistic about the future, but I don't shy away from taking profits, and I have no shame in admitting if I'm selling a position, most likely for other higher gains. For example, this morning I sold some of my Affirm calls. I had some Affirm calls because Affirm was up very nicely to buy Tesla 2023 $1,500 strike calls, because to me that has a higher potential of making more money for me. I still love Affirm and Tesla, but this is just how I try to move money around and play smart. I will link my Sofi and third quarter video over here. Do check it out if you would like to know more about my third quarter expectation. As always, an absolute pleasure to share all of this with you. And if you enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.